we got another, I believe this is the third Gaza flotilla. And from what I understand, this one's pretty fucking big. Like, biggest so far. 350 pro-Palestinian activists, including, of course, Greta Thunberg, and a bunch of other people. 20 fucking vessels, dude. That's a fucking small fleet, dude. That's fucking crazy. 300 fucking people, well, 350 plus people, dude, going in to attempt to break the siege in Gaza. Again, we will reiterate this again. Israel is currently conducting a siege in Gaza, trying to effectively starve out the Palestinians in there so that they can move in and, well, claim the fucking territory for themselves. That's why they're fucking doing it, because they're a bunch of genocidal fucking freaks. Don't think there's really much else to say besides, whoa, crazy. Israel committing genocide? Huh? Whoa. And violating international law? Whoa. 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 That's crazy. Whoa. Oi. That's like some of Israel's favorite fucking hobbies. But, you know, also they have another opportunity to do even more piracy. That's another one of Israel's favorite hobbies, is doing piracy. Damn, it's really insane and interesting how this fucking apartheid state loves to just do everything possible to violate international law. What we got here? I'm curious. Their sound? This is a silent video. Boats. Oh, there's the sound. Well, that was a little weird. Okay. An Irish flag. A bunch of people packing up day supplies. So I believe, like, for some of the earlier trips, what they went along North Africa. Now I believe they're trying to go along the Mediterranean, along Europe, right? Could be possible in order to get more supplies, in order to probably even potentially pick up more ships, because they're starting in Barcelona, right? So if I were to take a guess, I don't know if they're going to go across North Africa again. More than likely, they'll probably go through, like, Sardinia, probably then hit Italy, go to maybe Greece, and then from there head into Israel, is my guess. Where, I don't know, is Israel going to try to intercept all 20 of those fucking ships or some shit in international waters? My guess is probably yes. If I were to take, if I know my patterns of behavior from Israel about as well as I think I do, and I think I know it pretty fucking well, they more than likely already know that this is coming, and they're, if I were to take a guess, probably tracking them. And from what I recall, most of the stuff that they're bringing in their supplies is it's baby formula and prosthetic arms and legs for fucking children. Which, I mean, the fact that you kind of have to say that to begin with should probably leave a pit in your stomach. It's just like, yeah, I mean, Israel loves to bomb children. They love doing that shit, dude.
What's the difference between this flotilla mission and the previous ones is that this is a much wider mobilization. We are now the Global Smooth Flotilla, which is an initiative coalition of many global movements for Palestine. And also we are sailing with dozens of boats and many, many more people
20, dude.
to escalate our resistance as Israel is escalating their attacks.
Based. Objectively fucking based of Greta to do this. It's pretty fucking wild that this was kind of, I guess, an inevitability, I'll be honest. Right, everyone, all the fucking, like, 3 IQ dipshit liberals are just like, oh, she's doing such a great job advocating for, you know, for climate justice and climate change. But as soon as she starts to get a bit more anti-capitalist, probably looking into and reading a lot of stuff about why the root causes and root basis of fucking global warming happened, it becomes very difficult to not become significantly on the left and significantly fucking anti-capitalist if you decide to do a lot of reading. Again, ExxonMobil in the fucking 70s knew about fucking global warming. They knew that it was fucking man-made and it was anthropogenic fucking climate change. And they put the snuff out on that fucking story and did everything possible in order to incentivize as much misinformation and propaganda against fucking climate change initiatives as possible. People do be hitting their drums. It's a lot of people, dude.
The risk we'll be facing on sea this time will be nothing compared to what Palestinians are facing on an everyday basis. The risk of being starved, of being hit by an airstrike.
Yeah, I believe this was delayed by about a day because of a storm. Yeah, shit happens. Got to be delayed a little bit because of a storm, yada yada. Because they're mostly going in with a bunch of fucking sailboats, right? Probably wouldn't want to have those in a storm in the middle of the fucking sea. That's just my guess.
And this mission is not about us, it's about Gaza. But of course, I am scared of the silence of the world in face of genocide.
True. Because I mean, here's the fucking thing. Yeah, like, listen, modern day Hitler of our time. That's Bibi Netanyahu. Listen, dude. Like, it should be fairly obvious. All of these countries that have signed on to the genocide conventions, which, broadly speaking, Israel is doing a fucking genocide. And more states are admitting to that. Thankfully, I guess. I don't know if thankfully is the correct word. I mean, it's the most obvious shit of obvious shit on the fucking planet. Like, duh. Yeah. The dude who's a fucking Holocaust revisionist, that being Benjamin Netanyahu, is also the type of dude who's willing to just conduct a fucking genocide. Oh my god. Oh, I am shocked. I am dismayed. I never would have thought that Benjamin Netanyahu, the dude who's a Holocaust revisionist, would be okay with committing genocide himself. Boy, that's crazy, I know. Oh yeah, and more so like the states that are staying silent on this. It's to appease the fucking U.S., right? It's mostly like Western sort of democracies that are staying silent on this because they know that if they're not, and they try to drag the U.S. on this stuff, there's going to be broader consequences faced about it. So there's like, yeah, we'd rather not fucking talk about this shit under every fucking circumstance because, well, it might implicate us in some stuff. We've already given a bunch of support and weapons and money to fucking Israel. Yeah, we don't want to do anything with this shit. But it's become so fucking egregious that even some of these fucking states are saying, like, yeah, we need to recognize the state of Palestine. It's just like, oh, it took this long. The actual fucking attempted ethnic cleansing is what it fucking took? Okay, nice meme, dude.
People are being deliberately deprived of their means to sustain life. And
Real?
Palestinians have been living under Israeli oppression for decades and decades.
Real?
And now with the escalating genocide and the continued siege, the
Real?
added siege, and the continued apartheid state and occupation,
Real?
we know what is at stake. Human lives are at stake. Israel are clear with
Real?
their genocidal intent that they want to take over the Gaza Strip. They want to eradicate the Palestinian people. And if that's
Hey,
not
that's what I
one
said.
people, I don't know what is.
I said that too. She's so real. Oh, careful! Whoa! You guys are beating a bunch of drums? Hold on. I, Marco Rubio, a part of the State Department, think that you are a fucking threat to U.S. foreign policy. How dare you decide to smoke some weed and beat some fucking drums in support of this fucking narco state terrorist Greta Thunberg and their fucking Hitler flotilla going out to try to break the siege of Gaza. We do a little bit of trolling.
Our aim is to deliver humanitarian aid to try to once again break Israel's illegal siege on Gaza and to open up a humanitarian corridor to be able to deliver more aid. But we're also doing this as a symbolic action to show that people are stepping up when our governments fail to do so. And to deliver a very strong and clear signal of hope and solidarity to the Palestinians and show that the world has not forgotten about you.
Oh, she's got a fucking shirt saying we're all Palestine Action. Quick fucking reminder, Palestine Action, I suppose, is a more radical group I'll say they're like a bit more of a fucking radical group who basically got listed as a terrorist organization by the fucking British government because what did they do? They sprayed a little fucking red paint on some airplanes. I literally had some people unironically defend the fact like, well, you know, that is a millions of dollars of damages being done to those planes because a lot of airplanes have special fucking coatings. I'm like, yeah, dude, the cargo carriers that the Palestine action protesters decided to spray with some fucking paint definitely have some like super special fucking coating needed for their stealth capabilities. Get the fuck out of here with this bullshit. That's where they use actual fucking anti-radar fucking coating, you fucking dumbasses. They use them on the fucking stealth planes because those are used to deflect radar waves. Fucking morons.
If we allow this to continue, then we are setting a stage for one group of people to do it to any group of people.
Isn't this the actor dude, right? There's like he had like a recent clip, right, where he just like talked a bunch of shit on the British government saying that they're aiding and abetting genocide. Is it this dude? I think it might be. I don't remember his name. I'm really bad with names. I can see how it affects the ship's hull, but then again, they're tough as shit. Paint won't affect it. Yeah, exactly. If a fucking submarine gets sprayed with a little bit of fucking red paint, is that going to affect its fucking stealth capabilities? No. Fucking stupid. Get the fuck out of here. That's so fucking dumb. Liam Cunningham. Thank you, Boy Meets Mini.
There's a very big sign at the back there for the global Smud Flotilla. And this is not like the last flotilla that was stopped when we had the wonderful Greta Thunberg at Diago and many, 8 other people and 4 crew. This time, to use an old expression, we mean business. So there are between 40 and 50 boats. We're still checking that all of them are seaworthy.
40 and 50 boats? Okay. Listen, the BBC article says fucking around 20 vessels. 40 or 50? That's a fucking fleet, dude. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of boats. That's a lot of boats.
And
yeah, they're cooking.
Of baby formula, medical supplies, medicines, antibiotics, some prosthetics, and we are here to attempt to break the siege that is happening in Gaza.
Now, I know, like, every, 3 IQ troglodyte and moron is going to say, like, this flotilla is not going to really do anything. Only the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation and the airdrops are going to be doing way, way more. It's like, bro, get the fuck out of here, dude. Like, Israelis constantly block all the aid trucks from going in. Zionist dipshits block every other fucking goddamn aid that's supposed to come in. The only other way to do anything is through the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation in terms of, like, bring in aid, where they set up their sites mostly in the south, where there is least and nowhere near as much fighting, forcing those Palestinians in the north to have to come down to the fucking south to maybe go to one of the aid locations that may be fucking open, having to walk like 8 to 12 fucking kilometers for that shit. Get the fuck out of here. That's adequate for the Palestinians. Complete utter fucking nonsense. It's a complete fucking front. It's just an excuse for Israel to make them look better on the world stage. Complete excuse.
It's very important for the people of Gaza that we get some aid through. And you have to remember that the United Nations figures through UNRWA that 500 to 600 trucks a day are required to feed and look after the residents of Gaza.
The siege has been going on for so long that who knows if that's even the case. Like, everyone is now saying that this shit's a fucking famine. Just forehead sending in aid trucks at this point, it's probably too late. Like, it's over. Like, some experts have fucking said that, where it's just like, yeah, it doesn't matter now. Like, there has to be specific procedures to try to save these people, but Israel doesn't let it in because, whoa, Israel are a bunch of genociders. They're crazy.
So these boats they're more than a gesture. What's more important is that we get food through without the genocidal forces of the occupation stopping. If we allow Israel to get away with this, then it gives a permission slip to any other dictator, maniac, to do the same thing because Israel got away with it.
You know who else is getting away with it right now? not only in Sri Lanka with the Tamil genocide of Tamil Elam, and also let's not even mention what's going on in Darfur in Sudan. That shit's been going on for about 30 years. That's been classified by, I think, Colin Powell as a fucking genocide. The war between the Rwandan-backed M23 rebels and the Congolese fucking government. But also the Russians. The Russians kidnapping a bunch of Ukrainian orphans and other children. Also, basically, to bring them back into Russia in order to Russify them. That's explicitly genocidal. And yeah, 1000% what you're saying, Boy Meets Smitty. Yeah, India's getting away with it in a Manipur state and the Andaman Islands. Shit's already fucking happening everywhere. Oh, let's not even talk about the fucking Rohingya genocide that also fucking happened. Like, I almost forgot about the Rohingya Muslims.
The only way to stop that is people power, because the governments aren't speaking up, aren't attempting to stop Israel. We get lots of this, we get lots of talk, and very, very little action.
People do be on their boats, waving their flags.
Nosotros vamos una misión humanitaria, no violenta, sin ninguna arma. Pero nuestra arma verdadera es la solidaridad. Entonces sabemos que esa fuerza cuando se mueve es capaz de hacer grandes...
Sorry to say, individual that's speaking Spanish here. In the minds of all the schizophrenic freaks in the United States of America, specifically in the people that are running the state, and also Zionists from the state of Israel. Unfortunately, what they think you are doing is tantamount to fucking genocide. Because we're dealing with people who are not human. They are freaks. They are charlatans. They are, basically, like, the most wretched of wretched individuals of the fucking highest order. You know, like I've said before, Netanyahu, as said by the fucking Note Boys, modern day fucking Hitler of our time.
Cosas. El apartheid en Sudáfrica parecía invencible hasta que cayó. El fascismo, el nazismo y tantas otras ideologías odiosas de otras generaciones, todas parecían invencibles hasta que llegó a su fin. Y nosotros debemos movilizarnos para escribir la historia y juntos, inspirados y liderados por el pueblo palestino, escribir el fin del sionismo y el fin del imperialismo.
He's real?
Estaba 2 meses atrás en un bote saliendo hacia Gaza. Las personas me preguntaban, ¿no tienes miedo? Y yo decía, la verdad es que Israel piensa que tiene todo el poder en el mundo, pero solo lo que tienen son sus armas, su odio, su violencia. Solamente eso. Nosotros tenemos todo lo demás. Nosotros tenemos la dignidad, la solidaridad, la valentía de los pueblos que merecen ser libres, la verdad histórica.
And this is a really good point that's being raised here. The fact that these flotillas keep getting stopped consistently by Israel, like, dog, I'm going to tell you right now, if they fucking stop this, there's going to be an even bigger one. I wouldn't be surprised that from a couple dozen ships, it goes up to a couple hundred ships after this. And then a couple thousand ships. And then it keeps fucking growing and growing from there. Because this is not going to fucking stop. People will keep trying to do this. Because I've talked about this before. When people feel like that there is nothing that they can do, that they have no control fundamentally within their fucking lives, they are more than likely going to take matters in their own hands. And generally speaking, this is done through the form of vigilantism. Vigilantism, the reason why vigilantism is generally not a very good thing, okay? Listen, Batman may fucking fight the crimes of Gotham City, but that's more so because there's a deep rot and issues of poverty and mental fucking illness. Mostly fucking poverty, not just mental illness. That afflicts and pains fucking Gotham City. The fact that there's a billionaire playboy dipshit who has the money to be able to solve those kinds of issues, to combat those issues, but refuses to do as such, but would rather beat the shit out of them in his vigilante sort of justice way to try to throw the bad guys constantly into jail, because that's definitely going to fucking work, is not the fucking solution to the problem. I'm not like, I'm sort of like equivocating this to sort of like a vigilante fucking justice, because in a way, in a form, this is somewhat sort of a form of vigilante justice. The point that I'm more so trying to bring up here is that if we lived in a just and a fair world, and if just and fair world, people would be getting the aid that they would be getting. everyone in the world would be fucking condemning Israel and recognizing it as the wretched, horrid, fucking apartheid pariah state that it has now become. And a lot of people are feeling and understanding that no one's gonna fucking help us. Our elected leaders are not gonna help us. People in power are not gonna fucking help us. It is up to us to be the main arbiters of justice and to wrest some form of fucking control back under our own fucking hands. And everyone, broadly speaking, understands that, like, well, we're the ones who are going to have to do something about this, because if we don't, we're all just going to fucking suffer the consequences for it if we don't do something about this. Again, the only thing that is left, as is being said by this individual over here, is just our community and solidarity, because what they're doing is overall fucking correct. So if that means having to do some form of vigilantism in order to get aid into the Palestinians, so be it. Israel is the main power that has brought this upon themselves.
Que en todos los procesos coloniales, cuando los pueblos empezaron una marcha histórica hacia la libertad, fue imposible detenerlos. Entonces nosotros no tenemos miedo de ellos. Tenemos una misión que es legal,
No
es
fear.
derecho internacional, y si ellos hacen cualquier cosa, están cometiendo un crimen y una violación, sea por estar en aguas internacionales, que no es su jurisdicción, intentar detener una misión humanitaria, sea porque la Corte Internacional de Justicia prohibió a Israel de impedir.
I have bad news for you. They're gonna try to stop it anyways because they don't give a fuck, right? Like, I'm like, listen, I'm pretty sure my man's here. He knows that. I'm just trying to be. I'm just doing this for my own fucking posterity and my own fucking sake, because again, the Israeli, they're gonna try to stop it anyways, because again, the point is the fucking genocide. This wretched, horrible, wretched fucking apartheid state that Israel has concocted.
Cualquier misión de ayuda humanitaria hacia Gaza. Entonces nosotros sabemos, tenemos el derecho internacional a nuestro lado, tenemos el sentido de humanidad de nuestro lado, tenemos millones y billones de personas en nuestro lado también. Entonces vamos sin miedo, porque sabemos que es lo necesario hacer. Sabemos que tenemos más de 44 países movilizados aquí, con delegaciones que se movilizan no solamente en los botes, pero que también en sus países, con protestas, con campamentos, con acción directa, con movilizaciones en las redes sociales, porque sabemos que todos estamos juntos para detener la mayor violación de nuestra generación, construir una sociedad mucho mejor, libre de la explotación,
Modern day fucking Holocaust,
libre de la
dude.
destrucción de la naturaleza, una sociedad donde niños no sean más ocultados sin anestesia, donde niños no mueran de hambre, una sociedad que vale la pena vivir.
And like I've said before, Israel, as your fucking lawyer, you guys should do everything possible to keep streaming on fucking TikTok the wretched abuses and crimes that you commit on the Palestinian people. You guys should keep doing that, you know? It's going to really help and ingratiate yourselves to the people that you need to have your, to have as your pillars of support for the wretched, horrible fucking shit that you guys keep committing. You know, you guys should keep trying to murder a bunch of people. It's going great for you guys, isn't it? I was jamming out. What the heck?
Bueno, soy Celeste Fierro, yo soy diputada electa en la Ciudad de Buenos Aires, en Argentina, por el MST en el Frente de Izquierda Unidad y miembro de la Liga Internacional Socialista, con quienes venimos llevando adelante acciones por Palestina desde octubre del 23 y tomando esta causa como propia desde hace décadas, porque lo que ha sucedido es que ha escalado desde octubre del 2023 ya con un plan total de lo que llaman los sionistas de solución final, que es la limpieza étnica, echar de sus territorios al pueblo palestino y hoy los...
Oh, and it's totally fair to just call this the fucking final solution. Like, unironically. Like, literally, like, the defense ministry of fucking Israel has suggested to build fucking camps along the southern border by fucking Egypt and Rafah. Like, and I think, like, some people within the cabinet were just like, yeah, that might be a little too on the nose, guys. I don't know about that one, guys. That might be a little too far, even for us, which is fucking wild to fucking think about, dude.
condenando también al hambre, a la crisis sanitaria, y la realidad es que todo lo que hacemos suma eso, y haber definido ser parte de la flotilla es justamente una nueva acción para que lograr romper el bloqueo de ayuda humanitaria que lleva adelante el Estado de Israel, como así también las repercusiones que esto va a tener a nivel internacional, y que sea una presión para los gobiernos cómplices, como es el de Argentina también, para empezar a denunciar este genocidio.
I have bad news. Javier Milei is like a schizo fucking Zionist. I don't think he's gonna be for any fucking reparations for Palestine because he's a fucking freak.
Decir con claridad que no es una guerra, sino que es un genocidio y tenemos que ponerle fin. Esta flotilla también va a demostrar la complicidad de los distintos gobiernos, los estados y las instituciones internacionales, que algunas de ellas han denunciado este genocidio, han dicho con claridad que Netanyahu es un criminal de guerra, pero sin embargo no ponen...
I don't think Milei would arrest her. I don't think so. He's not like I don't think he has like dictatorial power, and I don't think he's very popular within Argentina. If he were to do something as public as that, I don't think so. Like, that would be really, really weird if he were to fucking try to do that shit.
Todo lo que hay que poner
She's
para
a libertarian.
romper este bloqueo de ayuda humanitaria, para ponerle fin a
Which
este
ultimately
genocidio.
means
Creo que la
nothing,
flotilla va a
but
demostrar
whatever.
lo que se puede hacer, en este caso, con activistas de más de 44 países, donde ha sido una inscripción récord en este momento de la flotilla, y a quienes nos toca ser figuras políticas o quienes tienen influencia en amplios sectores, para poder difundirlo y para poder que la acción de la flotilla sea acompañada con todo lo que se haga en tierra para denunciar el genocidio y para presionar para que se abra este corredor humanitario.
Real? Man, it's a big crowd also wishing him good luck and shit and support. Which is, again, it's emblematic, dude. Like, of the sort of, like, position that Israel has put itself in. Right? Like, I think this is also a point that Norman Finkelstein has also brought up. But it is a nation going towards its own fucking death. It's national fucking suicide. Like, constantly bombing, like, 5 different groups in nations right now. Like, it hasn't been that long ago since Israel was bombing fucking Lebanon and Beirut and shit like that because they thought Hezbollah was there. It's like, no evidence for that whatsoever. They had fights with the Houthis. Obviously, they had they were bombing Iran. They were bombing Syria. And they're, of course, bombing the fucking Palestinians. Like, the complete, utter, just deranged nonsense that's going on here from the state of Israel. I mean, like, there's nothing else to assume besides they're just, like, going towards their own fucking suicide at this point. Like, it's fucking wild. Mandela's grandson is on this. Huh. Crazy. I mean, it makes sense, right? Nelson Mandela talked about how the plight of the Palestinians and the plight of black South Africans are, like, one and the same. It's one for one, and he always had solidarity, specifically with the Palestinians, right? Makes sense. Neat. Boats. Day sailboats. That's pretty fucking cool. Quick little article here. Gaza Flotilla with Greta Thunberg on board departs Barcelona. So, it was around 20 vessels. Apparently, it's a lot more than 20 vessels. 350 pro-Palestinian activists, including Greta Thunberg, has departed. I know they got delayed for a bit because of a storm in the Mediterranean Sea. Again, I don't think you want to be in those little fucking sailboats if there's a storm. I'll be quite honest. Makes sense that they have to delay it. Well, logistics, how it is. First attempt to set sail on Sunday had to return to port due to stormy weather. Aim of the mission is to break Israel's illegal siege on Gaza. Organizers said, though, a previous attempt to reach Gaza by sea was intercepted by Israeli forces. And, I mean, again, dude, like I've said before, if they keep stopping them, they're just going to keep happening. Like, it's going to be a couple dozen, then it's going to be a couple hundred, then it's going to be a couple thousand, and then it's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger to a particular point where the Israeli Navy is not going to be fucking able to handle that shit. Like, are they going to have to pull out some drastic fucking measures, like taking puck shots at those fucking boats or some shit? Like, think about it. It would be fucking crazy. The Global Samud Flotilla mission plans to launch in 2 waves. First from Barcelona, and the second wave from Tunis. Oh. So they do have some coming out of North Africa as well, in Tunisia. Interesting. Activists hope the boats will converge in the Mediterranean before sailing towards Gaza, a trip that is estimated to take 7 or 8 days. Sailing again to break the siege and open up a humanitarian corridor. Punk singer Bob Villain, who provoked controversy for leading a chant, Death the IDF, based, by the way. Fuck the IDF. Glastonbury spoke at the flotilla's departure on Sunday, called the activists brave individuals who were attempting to do what should have been done by government intervention a long time ago. Israeli authorities have characterized a previous attempt to set sail to Gaza as a publicity stunt that offered no real humanitarian assistance. Now, technically speaking, if we want to do the hyper-technical debate bro fucking argument, yes, Israel is correct when they're saying this. But the problem should be fairly fucking obvious. No one would have to do stuff like this if it wasn't for you motherfuckers being the main people blocking all avenues of aid from going into the Gaza Strip. If you weren't fucking doing that, then shit like this would not have to fucking happen. Like, is one boat of aid going to do anything? No. But it sends a message. It sends a fucking symbol about your wretched behaviors, that you're willing to sort of do piracy to apprehend the people that are bringing in fucking aid to an emaciated, starving, bombed out fucking population that you guys are, well, keep fucking bombing out and keep sieging. Nonsense. In March, Israel announced a nearly 3-month total blockade on goods entering Gaza, which is why these aid flotillas are going to keep happening, before allowing a limited amount of goods back into the territory in late May. Following international pressure, UN-backed story has since declared there is a famine in parts of Gaza. Of course, we have the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, a complete fucking front, an excuse for the Israelis to basically be like, oh, guys, you know, we're letting some aid in. We're letting aid in. We're totally doing it. Yeah, totally. Yacht carrying Greta Thunberg in June, several other activists, and a symbolic amount of humanitarian aid was intercepted by Israeli forces as it tried to reach Gaza. Israeli authorities escorted the activists to the port of Ashdod before deporting them from the country. In 2010, Israeli commandos killed 10 people when they boarded Turkish ship Mavi Marma, whatever, which was leading an aid flotilla towards Gaza. Damn, they killed fucking 10 people? Some fucking commandos did? That was also trying to bring in fucking aid? They just killed people? That's cool. Great. Fantastic from this, like, wretched fucking apartheid state. That was a very fucking abrupt ending, I'm not gonna lie. I was not expecting it to end there. But yeah, I don't know. Like I've said before, like, the fact that Israel keeps consistently stopping these aid flotillas from trying to go in, like, it doesn't mean it's going to stop them. People are going to keep trying. They will keep sending in more and more aid. There will be more and more attempts. This is not going to be the last one, even if Israel fucking stops this. Like I said before, it's going to be a fucking couple dozen this time. Then it's going to be a couple hundred. Then it could be a couple fucking thousand. I'm being a little facetious here, but that's the sort of idea that's going to be going on here. This can only be stopped for so long. There is one state, one power who has the ability to stop this, and that is fucking Israel. Israel is the main power that can basically stop any of this. Well, besides the United States. With a couple of fucking phone calls, you know, instead of the stupid, like, DGGers would soy out about, like, the Hassan talking point of, like, yeah, the United States could stop this with one fucking phone call. Okay, a couple fucking phone calls and stuff like this could be fucking stopped. But no, there's a willful sort of ignorance that is being done specifically by all of these fucking states here because they felt fucking guilty about what happened in fucking World War II. You guys had nothing to do with any of that fucking shit. So you guys are okay with another fucking genocidal apartheid state carrying out fucking genocide on another fucking populace, all because you felt bad about the fucking Holocaust. Personally, I reject that fucking premise. When it was said never again, it actually means never again. Whether it be the Nazis doing the Holocaust, or it be the attempted ethnic cleansing of the Palestinians. Not to mention all the other fucking bullshit with that I mentioned earlier with Manipur State, the Rohingya Muslims, the Darfur region within fucking Sudan. It doesn't fucking matter. Once you say there was one, and now it is fucking done, no more, that actually means no more. And that includes for the state of fucking Israel. Those fucking Zionist, genocidal fucking freaks and maniacs. Don't think there's really much else to say besides this shit's going to keep happening until aid is allowed in by the United States and Israel. This is not going to fucking stop anytime soon.